Well, you might want to go to the map first if you haven't yet.
I was waiting for you because I thought you'd want me to. I thought you wanted to be involved in like.
Sure. No. Go. Yeah. Go ahead and go to the. Hold on.
Okay. Like, you want me to wait now?
No. Go ahead. Go to the map.
Okay, that's gonna take a bit.
So I can't decide whether we should summon into each other's world for this zone, or whether we should stay out of each other's world and I just try to guide you. On the one hand, given the mechanic of this area, it will be a lot easier if it's just one person. On the other hand, I don't want to deal with you being lost for 40 fucking minutes, and this is a very confusing area because there's no landmarks.
Yeah, I was just assuming you don't interact. You just try not to be seen by anyone holding like frenzy shit.
If you're talking about Matting Hand, go ahead. You can get seen by him. He just killed me, but that was my fault. Not like he doesn't instant kill you.
Oh, is that a singular guy or is that like just a type?
Yeah, he's a singular guy. He's just a guy. Just a random guy.
Okay, big rat. I'm making. Yes. I'm like new. I'm right. I'm walking to the map through like the puddles. I guess like the stream. So to describe it.
Do you mean the path?
Yeah, there's a path of like golden flowers, but there's like water, so like it's like a stream because it's like.
Okay, I'm fighting him. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Did you fight him or just avoid him?
I just avoided him. I got the abyss map.
Cool. I've killed him. Yes, I see where you're going. Yes, I see where
I'm at the cathedral full of frenzied light.
It's got a name.
I'm at the abandoned church.
Hey, there's no pools here. I don't know what you're talking. Oh, okay, wait, no, hold on. Maybe there is some.
There's a stream when you walk. There's like a stream.
Okay, yes, you are right. There are pools.
It's all like connected, so it's like a stream. But what else do you call something that's not like too small to be a river or even like a pond?
I mean, okay, if it's too small to be a river, I would call it a brook.
I didn't know the word brook.
I don't think this is a brook because it doesn't actually have a flow. I think it's just like a series of like. Actually, this might be a brook because it's.
What is a stream then? Is that just where
a stream like is a space? It's between a brook and a river.
Oh, okay. I thought like okay, then I guess it's like a brook because it's like it's just ankle deep puddles all connected in one thing.
Yes, with the frenzy water everywhere. I would also read the description of the map.
The
obviously.
Map. Fair enough. The forest spawns in the depths of the ravine that is untouched even by sunlight. Known as the Sanctum of Sage Midra. Or Midra or Midra?
Never clear.
Midra. Or Midra. I'll just do Midra. And is a region forbidden by the horn scent.
Yes.
Sacrilegious lands, huh?
Well, sometimes things are sacrilegious for good reasons.
These are forbidden does not mean it's a secret. Forbidden just means it's not safe for anyone.
No. Forbidden can mean it's a secret.
Or it says, forbidden doesn't always mean secret. Sometimes it just means very fucking dangerous.
Yes. Okay, so there's nothing on the south.
Eyes of Yellow.
Eyes of Yellow. I do like yellow as the pronunciation. I think there is a cookbook if you go to the easternmost, kind of northeasternmost bit jutting out from the abandoned church, there should be 3 inquisitors who are frenzied.
Yeah, I see them. I see them.
So on the cliff above them, I think is a cookbook.
I'm thinking I'll gravitational missile them, or just kind of ignore. I guess just ignore them.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, like I'm going up the hill.
I think there's a cookbook up there. I don't remember.
There's a message here. I feel like there'd be something here. Yeah, for some reason there's not. There's just a tree here.
Okay, no, there is not a cookbook here. My apologies. I was wrong.
It's fine. I was like confused. Like it feels like there would be something here, honestly.
You're gonna get that a lot because in order to make the main mechanic of this area work, they decided to basically put very little in the way of secrets. It's a very big and comparatively empty area.
It's meant to be a stealth area.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did pick up an item. If you go to like the, it's not worth it. Don't. It's not an item. It's just a crafting item, and I can read it to you anyway. And you find them like on trees around this area. So I'll just tell you what it is. It's called a winter lanternfly, and it says,
cool.
Winged insect carrying a dangling frenzied flame grape. Material used for crafting items, flies lazily around the abyssal forest, said to be heralds of the aging untouchable. On seeing these, the wise know to stay well clear of that place. But what about that shadowy place? You must never go there, my son.
I just think about like literally the literal frenzy fire in the rock, and it's like, can you mine the frenzy flame out of the rock?
Well, given that frenzy flame stones exist, yes.
Also, all the enemies of frenzy just have a frenzy aura that hurt you.
Yes. So I don't think there's actually anything else between here and the Woodland Trail site of Grace, so you can just teleport back there. I will tell you there is a Shadow Tree fragment to the east of where you can see the Elder's Hovel on your map, somewhere in that area, if you're interested in getting it.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, I see. That's a longer walk into like the core of the forest.
Yes, so now is the time where we decide, do we want to do this together, or do we want to try to, like, stay parallel to
I'm going to leave it on you.
Right. Let's do this alone at once, to start. And then, if it's proving problematic, I will summon myself into your world. You will summon me into your world. So, from here, I would go straight west from the Woodland Trail site of Grace.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. I was probably going to try to get to that, I guess, the northwestern corner of the forest.
Yes, that is probably a good choice. If you can stay higher, that is better. The awesome things of totally not unsafeness are only on the lower areas.
Oh, okay.
I will say that there is going to be a part where you just can't. There are multiple parts actually where you just can't.
How many parts where it's just running the fuck? How many parts where it's just running the fuck away?
If you're doing that, you've probably done something wrong. It's not a death sentence. You can successfully run, but it's probably for the best that you don't get seen.
Okay.
So I'm on the cliff.
Yeah, I took a cliff pass. I went to the cliffside and I'm looking down.
You should see something big and bright down in the mist, like near some trees.
I see a Grace.
You do? Oh, yes, I remember. This is the Divided Falls Grace.
I think I'm making a mistake, but I'm gonna go for it.
No, I think you are making the right decision.
I'm just gonna have to get further closer to the grass of the cliff so I don't die to the cliff drop.
If you go, like, along to where you can see the owls,
okay.
who are also frenzied, yay.
I went down from there, and I'm at the Grace now.
Okay, wait. Now I'm oh, whoa! You've gone way farther than I thought. Huh?
I'm at the Abyssal Woods, Grace.
Wait, what? Wait, what's it called?
I went Abyssal Woods.
Huh?
I went from Woodland Trail to the next. I went up a cliff and I saw there's a Grace down at the base. So I just walked. I dropped down.
I mean, I believe you. I don't remember that Grace existing.
Well, I didn't expect to see it either, and I see the things walking down, so I'm gonna go back.
Okay, I have found the Shadow Tree fragment. Let me just kill these enemies.
I just kept running for it. Okay.
Well, I didn't actually mean to. I was actually trying to get elsewhere. So yes, if you look on your map, you should see the Shadow View Cross site of grace near the Bonnie Jail, which is to the northeast of the Elder's Hovel on your map. I know I threw a lot of names out there, but just
I'm trying to find it. Let's see.
Elder's Hovel, which is in...
Yeah, I see the Shadow View Cross. Yes, I see that.
So the Shadow Tree fragment is in the woods, directly down and to the right of that site of grace.
I think I'm actually going towards that right now.
Okay,
I just
cool.
have to deal with some rats along the way.
Yes, you will have to deal with some frenzied Inquisitors on the way as well.
Oh, okay. They died to a single gravitational missile, so it's no big deal.
That's good. Okay, you are dealing with rats. So you headed straight north from the site of grace that you're talking about?
Yes, because
I see the grace. I see the grace. Yes, I see it. I remember this grace. I just completely.
Yeah, there's Inquisitors here, so I think I'm at the right place.
You are in the right place. Yes.
Yeah, there's about 4 Inquisitors.
Yes, you are in the right place. Okay, I see the grace you're talking about. This is Abyssal Woods. I just completely forgot it existed.
I'm just gonna try Glintstone Knowings one and see if I just kill one directly. Almost.
Yep, this is Abyssal Woods. Cool. And yes, from here you should see the awesome fun thing of awesome funness.
I saw like a thing with like basically a frenzied head.
Yeah, that's a pretty accurate descriptor.
A head that's just a ball of frenzy.
Perhaps, but get the Shadow Tree fragment, and then we'll decide what we want to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I just need a fully charged Lotus Great Bow to like just to give a Inquisitor. There we go.
Or you could swing sword. That works too.
I didn't want to aggro all 4 of them at once.
Okay, that's fair. Sorry, that was rude of me. That is fair. Because
they were all like clumped together, so I did that so they wouldn't aggro.
No, that's fair. I mean, if they're all clumped together, then a gravitational missile would kill them all.
They were that clumped together, but they were like within eyesight of each other.
Okay, that's fair. Anyways, there should be a Shadow Tree fragment.
I got the fragment now. Yes.
So now we want to decide: do you want to go directly west into the awesome fun? I would just teleport back to the Abyssal Wood site of grace. There's nothing between.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna put the Blessed Boot Talisman back on. I'll do this at the Great Shield.
Do you have? Huh. You know what? I have an idea, and I've never actually tried this before. Have you? Do you have? You did the Volcano Manor quest, right?
Yes.
Do you have the Krepsis' Vial talisman? It should be near the bottom of your talismans list. Looks like an hourglass.
I remember. I thought I would. Yes, I do. Krepsis' Vial. It's all sound. Oh, you're right. No, you're right. That's important.
I've never thought of that, but that's actually probably really helpful here. So, if you're back at the Abyssal Woods site of grace,
I now make no sound.
Yes, well, so you can see the fun, awesome thing in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll just tell you now, that's an aging untouchable. As the name implies, they don't take any damage.
Aging Untouchable. Damn,
yes.
That's a name.
It is a name. So, we can go directly this way, and it will take us under Elder's Hovel, and then there is a site of grace in the northwesternmost corner of the woods, kind of below the poison pools on the gravesite plain area, if you can see those. Or we can go south from here and go along the southern edge, which will get us a few more items and bring us closer to our objective, but there won't be a grace in between. It's worth taking both paths because I think there is an item that's useful on the other path.
I better take the western path first. So I guess I'm gonna go along the edge of this watery basin. Is the probably the way to describe it?
I would call that a basin or pool. So
it's not a big basin, but it's a basin nonetheless.
Yes. So two things. One, sound is not an issue in terms of what you emanate, but okay. Whoops. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. You've been seen and you are dead, I assume.
No, it frightened me because he's running after me because I I got hit by like 4 rats like followed up me, and I had to swing at it.
Yeah, no, swing eliminates all sound is like sound of non-attacks. It's like walking.
Yes, now I'm just slowly getting frenzied, so I'm just running the way.
Not slowly, pretty quickly. Well, I think you're dead, unfortunately.
I have now madness, but I'm not dying though. I didn't die from the madness actually. It only took
Well,
like...
the madness does not insta-kill. It just does a lot of damage and then makes you lose FP. Where is he with respect to you?
Oh, I'm at a Central American now. I might just
Wait,
let
what?
it kill me.
Congratulations! You somehow managed to fail a stealth section instantly. I didn't know it was possible.
A rat hit me. I swung at it. It
Okay, actually, you know
just
what?
teleported up to me.
Okay, that's true. That's fair. Okay, I don't...
I'm now under Elder's Hollow, and I'm now waiting for my frenzy to go down.
Okay, I'm actually very close to you. I'm actually like right where you
to
are.
go down, and then because I think
you should have clarifying boluses in your...
Oh, you're right. Yes.
I don't think I... Okay, I have... I can make
I'm used to getting frenzy, and it just instantly killing me.
That's fair.
Basically, because that was like the giant frenzy like beam attacks just do that.
Yes. Okay, that was a little rude of me. I apologize. When I first found these guys, I'm like, I don't see a health bar. I'm just going to attack them anyway, and then I instantly died.
I didn't attack them. I just like avoided them.
I know you did.
Yeah.
I know you did. Yeah. So, yes, you are in a Stake America. You are beneath the Elder's Hovel. So, I have good news and bad news. What do you want to hear first?
Oh, the bad news.
Bad news, you have to deal with 2 at once right in front of you.
Okay, well this time I don't think there's any rats in the shrubs this time, right?
Do you want me to tell you or no?
Alright, what's the good news?
The good news is that these are the last 2 you have to deal with where we actually don't have to see anymore if we're taking this path.
I want to take the other path too. I just want to like get to the other grace first.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Alright, do you want me to tell you if there's any rats or traps or no? Me asking that question should probably tip you off.
There are something, yes.
Yes. So
I guess I'll just like if the rats make noise, will they notice me?
If the rats make noise, I don't think they will notice you as long as you don't attack the rats. So you might have to eat a few hits while you like.
That's fine. I still have like 11 flasks. It's fine. I'm just waiting in like these reeds for the untouchable to look away.
Yes, I prefer to go around the left side, and then like kind of when they've turned around, I kind of go over the big root.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that right now.
Unfortunately, this game does not really have a use sound to distract them thing. Oh, actually, I say that, but there actually is something you can do, but it's not worth it because if they
also weird stocks in there's like weird frenzy fruit.
I could do something really funny right now, but I'm gonna be nice and not do it.
Some of these explode.
No, they are alarm bells. You touch them and they instantly know where you are.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I have snuck around. I am now in the second set.
I touched one and it didn't make any noise.
It should make noise. I should say, I guess they don't instantly know where you are, but they make a loud noise and they come running. And then they usually then find you. You can theoretically use the sound to draw them to a location and then go elsewhere, but this is not a like stealth game. If
I had the invisibility spell applied, because there are the night spells, would that do anything?
I don't actually know. Let me check that. I never actually tested.
Because it feels like they should do something there, because that's kind of what they're for. Am I wrong in thinking that?
Okay, apparently... Okay, I'm just crouching behind this one spot. Let's see.
I made it to a pool of water. I see a grace.
Hi, Vincent. Okay.
A rat was following me, and I think I'm okay.
Okay, yes. I see the rat, and I also see the pool.
I just kind of ran away from it. It just, got bored.
Run from the rat. You should be able to get to the pool without the untouchables.
I'm now at the grace.
Yes, it should be called Divided Falls.
There's a lot of people that died around this grace.
Yes. Hi, Vincent. You've missed the tensest part, but we're not home free yet. So I will tell you that from here to the next the dungeon, there's actually no more aging untouchables. However, if we want to explore the other path, we will have to deal with some more.
Okay, do I go through the waterfall and up there, or is it entirely like go south?
The waterfall doesn't have anything, but on the cliffside, like above near the waterfall, I think to the western side of it is a crafting recipe, which we might as well get.
I'll go around the edges of the base of like this pool of like the waterfalls.
I should say I want to say something. You did a really fucking good job dodging those two. That took me quite a bit when I first played.
I think it's because you told me about reminding me. Oh right, there's a thing that makes you completely silent.
Yes. I did do.
And then
yeah.
Good.
No, go ahead. And then you just were judicious about the thing with the rats.
I just waited in the reeds for them to look away, and then I just hit the other one. I kept hearing the rats and things around me. Me like touching like the weird bell, like the weird frenzy bells of my body did not trigger them.
Normally it should, but okay.
Now I just didn't directly touch them enough, but like I did that, and then I moved past them a bit. I then just went left around the tree and just kept running because I didn't make any noise running.
Yes.
They might have noticed the noises of the rats, but they didn't notice me, so I just kept moving.
Yes. So the cliff behind the western. Okay, well, I would read that, but also I did some research. Unseen form, I don't think actually has an effect on them. But Assassin's Gambit does, which seems weird because they have almost the same effect. So I think it's just they didn't include the programming for the unseen form version of it. So the Ash of War Assassin's Gambit actually apparently does essentially render you invisible, but the spell Unseen Form does not.
Interesting.
I think it's just an oversight. But yes, I would read the thingamajig.
One moment as I
What's your fashion setup? Looks great. Well, hold on.
I've just noticed I am at heavy load, so I need to go adjust some things.
Yeah, probably should. Yes, hello, Outrun, how are you? I am wearing the Mesmer's Helm altered to exclude his hair, the Knight's Cavalry armor, Blide's gauntlets, and the Black Knife greaves. Okay, let me know when you're no longer heavy load.
I'm there. It was just like 1 point of weight off. Sorry.
Cool.
I was looking at the recipes. So frenzy pots, huh?
And then the
right. It requires the winter lantern flies.
Yes.
Yeah.
The flame of frenzy burns the eyes, but tranquility follows in its wake. May this pot bring salvation to those it strikes. Yes, because if you remember, the whole melted all away in the yellow chaos flame melts this every curse, every suffering, all despair.
You're not. Listen.
I'm not role playing. I'm just repeating.
No. I was trying to say it's like in the eyes of like true oblivion, nothing matters anymore.
Oh yeah, pretty much. That's the gist of it. Okay, so
there is still burden in the wake of oblivion.
Yes. So if you head directly south, there should be like a cliff in your way that you should be able to navigate.
I'm hugging the rock wall and going up. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple of frenzied inquisitors again in this area. Ouch! They hit me. If you keep heading north, you should see like a large cliff face with a bunch of like cannon branch things. That's not very descriptive, I know. This area looks very similar. It's not got many names.
Yeah, I'm at a point where there's now like a fog.
Where are you? Like on the map?
I went. Let's see. I'm like slightly south. I'm like slightly south and mostly west to Elder's Hovel.
Slightly south and mostly west. Okay, you should be fine. Just keep heading straight south, like as close to the.
I'm going down a cliff face.
As close to the western.
Yeah, I'm at a cliff. I'm at a cliff. Then I'm going under the cliff. There's Inquisitors, so I'm just going.
Two should be two Inquisitors.
I think so.
Yes. Okay. Cool. We are in the same spot then.
I couldn't get to the weird place the Inquisitors were in, but I just walk up there because they have an item there.
Maybe we're not in the same place. Didn't see.
There were 2 Inquisitors, yes.
Okay.
Oh, it turns out I could have walked directly to the Inquisitor and just call it a day.
That's fine.
Anyway, there wasn't any, which is the best.
The name of the game is you want to stick as close to the westernmost rock face as you can while heading south. You should see a path heading up along some cliffs with 3 Inquisitors on it.
Okay. Got the path.
You should see a couple more Inquisitors. If you so again.
Yeah, I see the Inquisitors. Yes, I'm at the rocks slightly above them.
Okay.
Yeah, I see the Inquisitors. Yeah, Frenzy Rock, and then just kind of like go around them.
So you should also, at this point, you should be. Let me know once you've dealt with those Inquisitors, because there were like 3 or 4 in that group, right? Not just the 2.
There was 2 there, and then like there's a separate group of like 3.
Yes. So from there, you want to head east along this upper cliff area, and you should see 3 more Inquisitors.
Okay.
Kind of slightly more spaced out. If you keep heading east along this way, you will eventually. Well, I'll be quiet. Let me know once you found the second group of like 4 Inquisitors, 3 Inquisitors.
Yeah, I see them like up above me.
Yeah. So keep going this way. I believe once you've dealt with them, I believe there is a cookbook against the very large tree kind of jutting out at the end of this eastern path. I believe it's the Mad Craftsman's Cookbook 2 for hefty frenzied pots. So again, you should just head straight east along the ridge that's kind of above the most of the area.
Mm-hmm. Killing this last Inquisitor. Getting like golden tender. I'm getting golden horn tenders.
Good. That's very good.
Alright,
okay.
Going up.
God, I'm trying to remember what's in. If you look, well, let me know once you get the item, and then I want to show you something else.
I'm looking for the item still. I'm like this higher cliff face that's like almost like slightly west and like mostly south of the hovel.
Yes, it should be along like the southern edge of the area where near the cliff.
I'm going to the southern edge then.
So keep going south and east, and you should see like a giant tree sticking up, like really and then there should be an item here.
Yeah. Okay. I see it. I'm grabbing it. Yeah, I got the cookbook. Actually, I actually read the description of the cookbook itself.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was asking you to earlier. But that's
Read by a Midril, master of the manse, and Anaya, its lady. His eyes were burned by the flame of frenzy.
Yes, the craftsman, I believe.
Yes.
I believe the hefty pot has the same description.
It does. I'm now like the most south you can be of the hovel in the area.
Yes, so if you head slightly east, you should see a valley with a lot of fog.
Fog and roots.
Yes, fog and roots. You should see a lot of fog. Like, you can't see the bottom.
Yeah, it's very dense fog, yes.
Alright, that is the other route you could take. That route requires you to only... Okay, fine, I'll just tell you. That route requires you to face only one aging untouchable. Would you like to know the problem with that route?
Is it always running? Is it always running after you?
No, it's foggy as fuck and you can't see it.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't actually think there's any items there or that are noteworthy. I think there's like some clarifying boluses, so we can skip that if you want.
Oh, okay, I'm fine then.
Oh wait, actually, from here I can actually see the aging untouchable very, very barely.
Okay, so from the big tree, you can basically hug the walk wall, and then you see where there's like a small thing, like a bunch of like yellow flowers you can drop down to.
I think I'm going with you. I'm trying to find the spot.
From the tree, you go like northeast.
Northeast?
Yeah, from like I guess. Let's see. Where are you grabbing?
Oh yes, I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about.
You can drop down to that thing. He's like.
You can. I mean, if you want to, you can. That is a safe way to get down to this lower level. It will put you.
Where do I just go?
What?
Or do I just go like west?
You can go that way, but that's if you. We don't have to brave that area if we don't want to. We can skip. So
that's your call, honestly. But like, dude, otherwise we'll just go west.
Yeah. So now the call is to go west and find a way down. You want to get to the big old Resident Evil mansion in the distance. You can see.
Oh yeah, the manse. Yes, I see it. I'm gonna go down a bit so I can go slide down this cliff face. Right. Slide down this cliff face a bit.
When you said I'm in a foggy area, I got so fucking scared that you would somehow ended up in that tunnel.
No, I was just like I mean, there's like, okay, listen, there's like in this forest, there's like light fog, moderate fog, and fuck off fog.
Yes, okay, that's fair. I didn't mean that as a criticism.
I was in the moderate fog. I was seeing like below me was moderate fog, and it turns out actually no, you were talking about the fuck off dangerous fog.
Yes. All right.
Okay, there's a fuck off dangerous fog over here, but it's still seeable.
Yes. Okay. Well, then it's not fuck off dangerous fog. It's just dangerous fog.
It's just moderate annoying fog.
So you want to head south, going towards the Resident Evil mansion. It should.
I'm dropping down some cliff. I'm dropping down a little bit some cliff faces, but I'm mostly in like fields of yellow flowers.
Yeah,
I'm saying yellow as in the other way.
Yes.
Because it's like these feel like frenzy flowers.
Yeah, probably.
They're very beautiful flowers, but I feel like that's kind of almost like sacrilegious to say.
Probably, yeah. So if there are no items hiding to the left or right of the mats.
Is that a row of frenzied birds?
Take a look. Get closer.
I'm afraid to take a look.
I can tell you if you want what they are, but it's
oh no. No, it's a bunch of people that have their heads frenzied off.
I actually think in this case, given that their hands are bound behind their backs, that they were decapitated.
They're bowed beneath them. They're all like crouching in prayer, kind of, or like I guess mercy.
Actually, I think they might be. No, they're handcuffed together. I can see they're handcuffed together.
Yes.
So I think that these actually were people who were decapitated and had golden cruxes like stuck in their necks. Like, remember, golden cruxes are tools of the Inquisition.
Fair.
Horn-Sent Inquisition.
Yeah, because it looks like Amber was stabbed into all their neck nubs.
Yes. So from here, you can just go straight, and there is a door, and that's we've done the gloaming. We've avoided the horror area.
It was not that bad. That was like a cool area, but I feel like that was just that was like a creepy area. Full of Inquisitors.
And Aging Untouchables. Yes, however,
and like the Untouchables.
I want you to keep in mind that when people first played this DLC, you didn't know what to do, and you were looking everywhere. Like, no rudeness intended. You have me here telling you almost exactly where everything is, and how to avoid them. When this DLC launched, people didn't know shit. And so this was the scariest fucking thing in the game.
I mean, that's fair, because it's like you probably would like run back. Yeah. This is very much medieval Resident Evil, very much.
Yes.
I got a Soul Engraved.
You should read that.
Swollen from within. It's unnerving to look at.
It's an eye that's, like, swollen with frenzy and pus. It should be unnerving.
I don't know if it's pus. Mark the fingerprint burns, proof of being touched directly by the three fingers embrace.
Yeah. Not fun. So, go forward, you should hear something.
Yeah, I heard it earlier. Come no closer. Go away. It boils down to go away. There's nothing here to gain.
The madness. Where's?
And there's a ghosty.
It's a very pretty painting.
Yes. The painting probably depicts the manse when this place wasn't, like, the worst place in the world.
Worst place, at least in this region.
I'd say it's a pretty good candidate for worst place in the world, but yeah.
I welcome you. I mean, never mind. As warned as you venture in, heed the words of our great master Midra. Approach not the matches, lest you succumb.
Okay, so the door to your right is locked. I'll just tell you now, the painting is an illusion. That's the way forward.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I advise you to look at it, because it will soon disappear. There is still a bit of stealth in this area. An enemy will appear out of thin air in front of you in this hallway. I would advise ducking into the room to the left and using it to avoid them. It's not an aging untouchable, thank God, but it is a horned warrior, and they're just annoying as balls to fight.
Fair enough. Oh, there's a torn diary page, and there's also scholars in this room.
Yes, I would read that when you can, but maybe not in this room. Maybe wait till you get through the
I touched
hallway.
him, but only once. I'm hiding behind a corner. I touched him, but only once. When he thrust his staff in my face, I brushed it aside. It was then I touched him again. The aging untouchable.
Yes. So, in lieu of explaining that to you, I will tell you, you need to wait. If you don't want to fight this guy, and if you want to, that's fine. Just, it'll take resources, but that's okay. Once you get through, there's only one path forward, a door into a dining hall. So let me know once you're there.
First, let me kill the frenzied scholars, and let me grab this item on top of the shelf at the library. Another one's still on the grate.
This is not the library. You'll know when we've reached the library.
Okay, well, this is a room full of books. The entire floor is burned books.
Okay, to be fair, this entire place is actually full of burned books, so...
I guess this is like the pantry or something? Or like the storeroom? There's a bunch of like tinctures and like silverware and like vials on the shelves. I guess this was like the study?
A study, maybe. Okay, well, let me know once you're in the dining hall.
Okay.
Are you there, dude? It's a straight line! Are you there yet?
No, I did it dumb. I was dumb because I thought I could beat the Horned Warrior because I thought I could backstab it.
You cannot backstab. They're immune to backstabs.
I did not know that part. If I do that, I would just fucking ignore them.
Well, now I'm gonna fight them. Oh, wait. Maybe this was a mistake.
It was chunkier than I thought it'd be.
We're in the end game, buddy. Sorry,
That's
that
fair.
was ruder than I thought.
You're fine. I just have to actually, like, hit it with something, like, sturdy.
Okay, I was able to kill him. It's not worth it. I don't think they can even drop their regular
I'm just
gear here.
That's fair. I'm just waiting for it to crawl past so I can get away. I'm just waiting for it to go the other way, so I just ignore it. Otherwise, I think... Yeah, like... I think these ones are sturdier than the ones back at
Yeah,
like
they are sturdier.
Bellarat.
I mean, Bellarat is the first dungeon in the DLC. I would hope they're sturdy. These ones are sturdier.
Fair enough.
So you should be now.
I'm now at the dining room. Yes.
Yes. So there's a bunch of guys in here, and somebody throwing frenzy stones at you. If you want, you can shoot him, but I would take care of the guys like in the immediate vicinity first. Let me know once you're done.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing up this. I'm able to one-shot, like, the servants. He has a lot of frenzy stones. There's no way to get up here from here, I think.
No,
Looks
so you
like...
have to go. Once you get the items in here, you can shoot the guy who's throwing them at you from down here. But once you get everything in here, you have to exit through the door going east.
Fair enough. Frenzy stones bounce a bunch, don't they?
Oh, they shoot out stuff that bounces a bunch, but yes. Anyways, let me know once you...
A horned warrior got noticed by the sound of all the rocks.
Well, try to kill him if you can. If not, then...
I am doing that. I'm working on that right now.
Well, you can sneak around him. It's a little roundabout. I'll be quiet so you can go.
It's fine, I just need to hit him a few more times. Okay, that got him. There we go.
Cool. So in here, once you get to the dead end in here,
Holy
take
shit.
Well,
He gave 43. He gave 44,000.
oh wow. Oh, nice. Once you go in here, there's
a lot. Sorry, so yeah.
No, that's a dead end. Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with that's a lot of runes. I'm agreeing with you. Once you go to the dead end, go to the right, and there should be a path. A guy will ambush you, kill him, and then there's a lever you can pull that will bring a bookshelf forward that takes you upwards. I realize that's pretty unspecific, but it should be pretty...
No, it's fine. He was just bit me for all more damage than I thought he would be able to. So it's like, I saw him coming, but he still grabbed me.
No, I get it. That happens to me too. I understand.
Harder than I thought it would.
They do.
It's like you're biting into metal, sir. What the hell are you doing?
They're crushing your... They're biting hard enough that the plate is like squashing against your muscles.
Yeah, it's probably very unpleasant.
Apparently that is actually a risk with, like, shark suits. If you get bitten by a shark, like, yes, you're not going to suffer, like, you might not suffer laceration injuries, but the biting force is still going to push the, like, chainmail against your skin. And
that reminds me of also the reason why people say, like a boob plate is bad, because if it pops in, it's just going to cut through your whole, it's just going to press into your whole body and, like, break something.
It also creates, like, a divot for the force to go into, like, your sternum. But yes, did you pull the lever?
I did. I'm already upstairs.
Oh.
I got the rune.
Let me get up there.
If you offer only cruelty, what crime did Mitra commit? Seems like the Inquisitors went a bit far.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
Although, it depends on your timeline, which we will talk about more when we get through more of the area.
Fair,
but you should be in the... You should be in the upper level of the dining room.
Yes.
But there should be a craftsman's... Oh, no, there isn't a craftsman's book here, but there is a item in the corner that should be interesting.
Yeah. I assume before going up the ladder, I'll do that.
And this is what I would actually read, even though it's a regular-ass consumable, because this one actually has something real spicy in it.
Surging Frenzied Flame.
Yes.
Actually, I also want to read, like, the Winter Lantern Fly.
I already read it to you, but I can read it again if you want.
It's said to be heralds of the aging untouchable. Spirits are eternal, yet Frenzied Flame melts them away regardless. No wonder the Horn Scent forbid the flame's use.
Yep. Alright, now we've got a long hallway with some very delicate platforming, so be careful. If you didn't kill him, the Horn Scent is patrolling below you. On your right, as you go west, is a room with a bunch of rats in it. You can kill them from a distance, or jump in and use AoE.
Actually, I need to, I think I'm gonna take off my Clarifying Horn Charm to put on the Great Shield Charm again. I think I'll be okay now, because I don't think they're doing the Untouchables in the house, maybe?
No, we are not, but Frenzy's gonna be a problem still.
I know, but, like, I still have a decent amount of Frenzy for everything else. There's a side. Yeah, I'm in the room full of rats.
Yes.
Actually,
this is above the room that you hit in.
You might get the gravitational missiles to kill all of them.
Okay, the recipe for Surging Frenzied Flame is in here, which frankly isn't worth it, but this is safer than trying to navigate the platforming, arguably.
Fair enough.
Once you're done, you can jump out to get back into the rafters above the lower floor.
Yeah. Craftsman book 3. I think there's something else here besides the rats and
Nope.
like the darkness. Yeah.
I believe so.
Just above where the other horned warrior is. I'm just gonna ignore that. Move on.
You'd hear something as you cross this threshold.
Is it like someone getting electrocuted?
Well, look to your south. While you're on the, railing area.
Yeah, I see someone there in the distance.
Yeah, you should.
I'm gonna go activate the grace.
So, now we are in the library.
Okay. There's just a fuck ton of books in this house.
There are a lot of books. I mean, he is a sage. It makes sense.
Yeah, but they're all burned. I don't know why they kept the bird books in the house unless it's more... Wait. Unless it's more of the fire of frenzy burned the entire house separate to the Inquisitors showing up.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I think it's ambiguous. I think the Inquisitors burned the books, most likely, but I see reasoning for the other.
Because if they burned the books, they should have put them all in one pile.
True,
Why would they
that
just
is
make...
very
Why would they
true.
burn... Because it's like, why would they leave them there sitting as if they were never touched?
Yes, that's true. So you can stay along this upper area here. There's an item or two, and then you can jump onto the central platform. There is a secret in here that we'll have to return to this upper area for that we can't get to yet because we have to pull a lever on the lower ledge first.
Okay.
But you should get the item up here. I think it's a gold tender, and then you can jump down onto the pillar with the purple item on it. When you're ready, and then you'll be on the
Yeah,
lower.
I'm at the... Yeah, I see you drop you across the wooden beam to the next platform, and you jump across again.
Well, no. It should be a purple item. You don't need to jump. I mean, you can jump across again, but you can't go to the area past there yet until you pull a lever down here.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was advising you to not do that yet.
I found the golden tender.
Cool. There's a golden tender, and then if you look down, you should see a.
Yeah, I see the purple item.
So you
The
can grab
rune
it.
7, and then I see another one down further. I just need to go drop down and...
Yes, there's a bunch of
punching
Inquisitors
attack in
here.
this game? I always forget if you can.
Yes, it's upper right. It's like lower, like R2 or RT, whatever, while falling. You can do that's the heavy plunging attack. The light plunging attack is just light attack. So heavy attack while falling is heavy plunging attack, and light attack while falling is light plunge attack.
I got another soul engraved.
Cool. Now there's
They're shooting at me. So,
yes. So hear them. Ready. So
Wait, did you see somebody in Hard Warrior?
no, he's not.
No, okay.
I hope the fuck not. Otherwise, that's just something I really didn't know anything about. So once you've done that, you can exit. There's an exit to the east of the room.
The bottom floor? There's
On
like
the bottom
two
floor,
Inquisitors
yes.
next to it?
Yes. There's a big old painting in here, and then this is also the door that takes you
Yeah, let me go open the door.
back to the main entrance. I would take a moment to observe the painting.
Yeah, okay. Midra and the lady of the house.
Yes, Nanaya. Unfortunately, this wonderful piece of art cannot exist anymore. We must destroy it.
Usually a way to basically show you, like, indirectly show you the lore before you have to keep going.
Yes. So there is a ladder in here. You can go up. It should be a straight shot. Don't do anything else.
Yeah, just... Yeah, there's nothing else in the library, in, like, the bottom floor of the library.
Yes. Now there should be a ladder up here that you take, and then you pull a lever. This now should let you jump to the big pillar in the middle, and then jump across to the area that I was telling you about before.
Gotcha.
Because this should move a bookcase now.
A bunch of bloodstains here, because people dropped from here, I assume.
I mean, I made the jump, but yeah, it's risky. Whoops, and I missed the jump.
I'm gonna go let me get some lip balm. Yeah.
Hey, is it is really taking you this long to find lip balm, my man?
Oh, sorry. No, I had to check. I had to go check a thing outside because there was like tapping on my door.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
It was nothing. It was just weird.
Fair enough. Well, once you get back to the top pillar area thing, which had the golden tender before,
I
whichever-
am now. Yes, I'm now across.
So once you go across there, there's going to be another gap you have to jump.
There's a very big Inquisitor.
Yes, don't drop down there yet. There's an item on this upper area still.
I'm going for the item where the corpse of a sage is there. Or, actually, no. A corpse of a lady. Naya's touch.
Not my dude. Nanaya's torch.
Oh.
All right, let's take a read. At
I read
this.
that wrong. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
In a distant land, in an age far long past, was born a man who failed to become the lord of frenzied flame. All that remains of him is gently cradled gently by Nanayas.
Nanaya. Yes. So, there's a lot connected.
To a spinal column. Ugh.
Yes, it is. There's a lot of ambiguity connected to this. One interpretation, I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if this is. One interpretation is that if you look at the picture of Nanaya in the portrait that we unfortunately just destroyed, she is cradling her stomach, which is in art a pretty universal, at least in Western art, symbol of I am pregnant.
Fair.
So that's one interpretation. And another interpretation has to do with some stuff we'll find out very soon, but I don't want to discuss her yet, because I want us to have the full context. If you drop down, you should be able to kill the big Inquisitor. They will always drop a revered Spirit Ash. The path to the west just is the way back, is the way to walk up here if you didn't take this upper path. You can then take the path to your to the east, which should take you into a laboratory with 3 more Inquisitors. Laboratory.
Okay. Both are valid ways of saying it.
The laboratory, that's my time in jolly old England, coming to me.
Also, if depending on how many times you watched Dexter's as a child.
Oh god. Watching Dexter as a child? What?
Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh, right, yes. Whoops.
He always said laboratory.
Yes, you are correct. I thought you meant Dexter like the show about the serial killer.
No, I was saying Dexter's, of like an apostrophe, yes. For a reason.
Yes, you are correct. So, from here, we are at the last grace of the area. This is quite small. This is a dungeon, but it's a smaller dungeon.
I mean, it's only it's a mansion. It can only be really so big in respect.
Yes. If you look to your left, north, there's a ladder you can kick down, and then there is a revered Spirit Ash on the chandelier if you want. And then once you get it,
yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna kick down the ladder, and I'll go then use the grace, and then I go try to grab the ash.
yes.
Sorry, I had to go report in something about scheduling because I just got a message about a scheduling thing for tomorrow.
Oh, alright. So let me know once you're back up at the Grace.
Okay.
This last Grace, which I don't remember what it's called, is second floor chamber. So when you're ready, go forward to the stake of the martyr, the stake of the martyr. You should hear a unpleasant sound.
Alrighty.
And then now,
I'm at the Grace. So let me go.
yes. So go forward to the stake of the martyr. You should hear an unpleasant sound. And then I will put my sign down just before the threshold before you enter the archway. So not like the threshold in front of the room, but the threshold before you enter the archway.
Alright. I see your sign.
Cool, thank you.
Summoning you now.
So, in terms of talismans, I would recommend fire defense, focus if you are concerned about it, and fire defense. Fire defense is the really big one. Gee, I wonder why.
Fair. Physical not matter as much?
There's some physical damage. Yeah, there's enough that I'd keep it on. But if you so choose, you could elect to take it off. Ooh, that does look pretty cool.
It's mostly tree sentinel stuff, outside of stuff for some weight.
Yes, I noticed. It looks like you have Radon's leggings on.
That's because I wanted some more focus on it.
Radon's leggings, and I think those are... No, those aren't Blythe gauntlets. The
scaled ones at the moment,
No,
technically.
I'm just glad I recognized Radon's set. Alright, anyways,
And now it's the Beast Champion. Yeah.
Yes. Cool. I have
the frenzy and the sleep to wear down.
it's not going to be a thing in phase 1, so you don't have to worry.
Okay.
So, I have heal from afar and such. I should probably take some of these off.
I am probably going to try a Moonblade or like nails.
Okay, in terms of weaknesses, this boss is obviously very resistant to fire. They have actually relatively low poise? Question mark.
Okay, so I will try. Actually, I will try my skill heavy then, because that actually does all poise damage.
Or frostbite resistance. They actually do just straight up have low frostbite resistance.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, I'll focus on that then. But let me do Golden Vow before we go.
I would not bother with Golden Vow because phase 1 takes too much time. Okay, let's just get in, please.
Let's get in.
He should have talked to you.
It's foolishness. Still how far yet, but
alright, don't skip.
he has a lot of shit in his body.
Enough. I have endured more than enough. I ask you forgive me, dearest Nanaya.
What the fuck?
Alright, welcome, honored guest, to the birthplace of nightmares.
Actually, no, it's uninvited guests. Welcome to the home of nightmares. I'm amazed he pulled out that whole thing and now it's shaped to being like a staff.
Well, you saw it move. Like, it, like, wound and, like,
yeah, once the fire came out, like, I don't understand what that was. Well, it's like
no.
amber.
Okay.
Go for it.
It was stabbed into. You saw what it looked like when it was stabbed into him. Like it was.
Yeah, it was shaped like the crucible.
Well, no, like the gold, the barbed, like the barbed staff spear, like the golden cross.
Yes.
Ouch. Run the fuck away! Run away! That's not far enough. You gotta sprint.
Yeah, prostitute.
Go for it. Oh, never mind.
I did input wrong.
Hey, for that, you don't want to dodge next to him. Oh, quiet. Oh god. Oh shoot, I was healing. Ah, fuck, I was healing.
I should have done that, but I was already in the animation when it happened. Gotta move back. It's funny as a little squeeze in moments of like holy damage.
Oh god.
Running back. Still hurt. Get in there. Thank you. That was cool.
First try, well done.
Really cool.
That is... I recently told you that Bale was my favorite boss. It's so close between Bale and this guy. At the moment...
I will say, it's one of those ones where you kind of hold the breath in your chest. You can hear the music happening because, like,
yeah.
I think most Souls games you can't actually hear the music.
All right, can you shut up with that, please? Just let's stay with the. I hear you, but I hear you saying that. I can hear the music, but.
Well, that's what I did. Most fights I don't remember the music. This one I actually will remember the music.
Yes, well, that is also my favorite piece of music that FromSoft has ever done, at least for combat.
It sounded very ethereal and ominous at the same time in a good way.
Well, there's two things I want to tell you about it that is awesome. One, it's actually a fucking waltz, if you count the beat.
That makes sense, considering the guy is kind of like, Mitro's extremely sad that he basically went against the wishes of his beloved.
Yeah. The other part of it is that during the phase transition, you can do you remember the song that the frenzied merchants were playing in the, like, underneath the sewers in the path to the Three Fingers?
I don't. I'm really sorry, I don't.
It's okay. Yeah, you don't need to remember that. What you don't need to remember. What's important is that the phase transition is actually the song that they play. So they brought it back for this.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's really cool. Anyways, read the Frenzy, huh? Yes. Read the Remembrance if you wish. If you want to spend runes, then do so, and then let me know when you're ready to put your son down for me. I apologize for telling you to shut up. I was really high on the moment. Sorry. That was not appropriate.
It's fine. We're okay now.
But yes, that is my favorite piece of music that they've done for combat. So good. It's so good.
It is. I will try to listen to it more when we do the fight next.
I'll send it
next
to you.
fight.
Oh, well, we're going to be a lower Shadowrun blessing, so yeah, it's going
It's gonna take a bit.
to take a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Anyways, read the Remembrance. If you want to also check what you can get from Enya with it, that's fine too.
Was the child the torch?
Maybe it's possible. That is one interpretation, is that the child is a torch. That the torch is a child, is their child.
It's a small spinal column.
Yes, that's
Demeter still has his.
Yes, he very clearly still has his. But so what he actually has, and we'll look at it more when we. I'm not going to skip the cutscene the first time for me, just so you can see it. But he basically got stabbed with it, and then it unfurled inside of him. And so when he pulled it out, it like dismembered his entire body and decapitated himself. But when it like curls back,
frenzy didn't. Yeah.
Well, when it curled back together, that's like it's kind of like a. I hate to say this.
It reminds me of the gay bulg from its legend, where basically it gets stabbed into you and then it spreads out like roots.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. But anyway, so read his remembrance, please.
The golden barbs inflict eternal agony upon him. Midra held fast to Denaya's entreaty. Endure. The word was a curse.
Yes, and remember what he said was, "Enough. I have endured more than enough. I ask you, forgive me, dearest Denaya."
He's just been sitting there in eternal pain for like years.
Yeah. Do you want to check what the remembrance gives you now, or do you want to wait till after we do it in my?
I can wait till after we do it for you. So one moment. Let me just put my stone thing down once I like eat some runes.
But yes, you should be very proud. Actually, of doing that turn first try was really good.
I need to adjust my flasks for you. So one moment as I do that, probably. Actually, no. I think I'll be fine because if it lasts long, I'll be okay.
That's fair. The other thing is that, and I also think this is really cool, like, in Phase 2, he's just using the Frenzy Flame incantations that you can use. Like, he uses Frenzy Burst, he did that at the end when he almost killed you. He uses, like, the Flame of Frenzy. Mm-hmm. And, yes, you can get his, one of his other incantations that he didn't actually use as the...
I'm gonna go put my sign down. It should let me...
Yes.
This should let me be summoned.
Cool. I will tell you again quickly that to dodge the giant, like the frenzy, I like to call it the frenzy sun attack, where he like floats up and then like is dragged up by it and then like slams down.
It's in the starting. It's in the next to like the big block of stone that's in the beginning of the archway.
Yes, the threshold.
It's the beginning of the threshold should be there.
There you are. To dodge that, the two best ways I found of doing it are either you stay really, you kind of like move in a tight circle underneath him, like when Melania is doing Scarlet Aeonia to kind of make him go past you, or you run, like sprint directly away from him, and as long as you have enough of the arena left behind you, it should work.
Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna try to do as much projectiles as I can. To like offset it, because otherwise I'm just.
Well, he does that attack very infrequently, but don't worry.
I know, but I'm just like as you're fighting him, I'm just gonna try to like hit him with enough projectiles.
I mean, the frost, like a Jewel's Moonblade is good, but the frost of that is really helpful for both poison and frost build up.
It is, yeah. I'm gonna run back a bit just at distance when he does the transition.
Oh no, the transition is not until Phase 2. I'll give you a warning when it's happening, and just sprint as far away from him as well.
Oh, I just meant his opening attack when the cutscene ends.
Oh, yes, that too. But I'm not skipping this, although I am going to talk over it, because I want to show you what I'm talking about.
Body's like bulging from it, yeah. I guess he can't break it.
Well, he can't, and I think part of the punishment is you can't remove it without killing yourself.
I ask you forgive me,
Why did they just not just kill him?
I think they were worried. I mean, given that killing him here is part of what unleashes the flame of frenzy, I think they didn't want to do that. Also, they want to torture him. But yes, you see it's like unfurled inside of him.
Yeah.
And then at the end, what you're seeing... Also, yeah, the downs, yeah.
The name of the neck, neck, the spine, and then the swipe.
Yes. Well, the swipe, I think, is just like the thing going down.
Him stabbing the ground, yeah.
But when you see it like curl up at the end here, that's it. What it would look like before it got stabbed in him. Also, yes, this is the exact same look as the Frenzy Flame Tower in Liurnia, and this is also what your character becomes / looks like in the Lord of Frenzy Flame ending.
It's to show you what it looks like externally to other people.
Yes. I mean, this is what you become in the Lord of Frenzy Flame ending. This is what happens if you embrace the chaos.
I will say, I'm amazed there aren't other weapons like that thing. Like, there's only one of them around. Do you think there'd be more of those, like, I guess, torture routes?
I mean, the barbed staff spear is one of them. Okay, that was my bad. I was in front of him. That's on you? Alright.
Okay. I assume you're doing the thing for like for many hits and poise.
Yes.
Go for it.
I did not mean to backstab, but sure. That's doing...
It's a slowly boss I'm able to consistently hit with this, honestly. After a while, it's been nice.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
Kill
do...
yourself.
Come to me, come to me.
Run.
Okay, yeah, that's on you. Sorry, buddy. Oh, you got away.
I'm
nice.
okay. No,
Okay.
ow. I
Well, he
didn't
didn't-
do a stinger.
Well, he didn't hit you with that attack. He hit you with the follow-up.
I mean, yes. I didn't have to do the stinger. That's what hit me.
Oh!
The height saved me. But the...
Okay, this is Merchant Song.
Ow.
I'm trying to let you listen. Okay, it's done. Thank you. Sorry.
You're fine. That was scary.
Yes. That's the attack he didn't do. Sorry.
Damn it. It's fine.
Ouch.
Careful.
I'm trying to get his attention.
Got him. So I can heal myself. There we go.
Hold on. He's probably going to do the big attack now. Yep, run away. Oh, never mind. That's not that.
Oh, he just did the barb. He just did the barb seal, like the staffs. I don't know what to call it, but yeah.
Oh god. Nicely done. Okay.
Like follow up. I getting hit by that attack. That's fine.
That's on you.
Finish it off.
Well done.
Good fight.
You did excellently. You did so good. You did so good. You should
I
be
dodged
so
the big
fucking-
attack twice, so like, yeah.
You should be so proud of yourself.
I mean, hey, I think I had a weapon. I think that was exactly the tool for the job. Because I think we poised. I think I poised him out of doing one of his combos.
I think you did, at least in one case at least.
So I think like literally, I think the greatsword's attack is like kind of like one of the best ways to I think counter him because it does frostbite and poison damage in a heavy amount.
I think you're correct. I think it is actually really good at beating him, and him having low poise, it makes sense. He's a
frail guy. He's a frail old man.
Well, yeah, and the reason why I was saying that I prefer to not use the term Midra is that's not Midra at that point. Like, that's the frenzied flame embodying Midra's body.
Yeah, it's Midra's. I guess it's Midra's body is the vessel.
Yes, but it's still the vessel, which means that it has its limitations. That's why it's,
Yes.
It's a frail old man's body, so it's still like.
It's why most of it's like lighter attacks, so not actually it like running at you. It's floating at you, like in a fast yeah.
The cool thing is, and I think this is actually really cool, is that, like, first off, the frenzied, like, flame eye on above their head, the head, is always facing you, pretty much, no matter what camera angle you're looking at.
Yeah, it's like looking into you.
Yeah, and for the floating attacks, it looks more like the body is being, like, dragged around by it, instead of, like, it's flying towards you, Like...
Makes sense.
Because if you look, and I can show you again, like, a clip or something, if you look for, like, the attack for the very big, like, where he rises up and then it's the, like, sun explosion that where he flies down, like, his arms are dangling. Like, he doesn't look like he's, like, rising up. He looks like he's being, like, hoisted up by a puppet or something.
After... Did you have, like, the Shattered Stone Talisman on? When you were, like, using, like,
No, I probably should have, actually, but I had the
it worked out.
Rotten Wing Sword Insignia for rapid attacks.
Fair.
So, yeah, the reason why I prefer the term just calling them Lord of Frenzied Flame is A, that's not really Midra at that point, and 2, it's just a lot cooler than just saying Midra. So, before we head off for the night...
It was the Lord of Frenzied Flame, I guess the way to say it.
Yes. So before we head off, I know you said you had 2 hours, but, I mean... I know you have something else you want to do, and I also still need to get dinner.
Yeah, and that only took like an hour and a half, and it worked out.
I mean, we did this. There's only 2 areas left in the, DLC, and then we'll have completed the whole game together.
Yay!
Yay! I'm proud of you. Is to go to Enya, and let's see what you can get. And also.
Oh, you're right. Yes, I will do that. Because I assume we're gonna go. Next thing we're gonna do is like entirely just a different region because we've already been to like.
It's just a whole new zone.
I assume we're all going to the north and then to the under the base of the Shadow Tree. What?
Shadow Tree. We're going to the west, actually. What I said fuck is I'm at 1 dex off of actually using one of the weapons that you can get from this, but oh well. Do you want me to... You read them. So, there's the... Let me know when you've gotten there. Let me know when you've found it.
Great Sword of Damnation.
Yes.
Golden Great Sword that once pierced the body of Mithra. Sorry, I thought I said pierce. Sorry.
Okay, go on.
That's the water. Master of the Lance. Used for the horns and execution of a damnation like no other.
The barbs that pierce the victim from within.
Wind gently around the blade. Sorry, I just took a drink of water because my mouth was...
It's okay. It's okay. I'll read the rest. Unique skill, Golden Crux. Leap up and skewer foe from overhead. If successful, the weapon's barbs unfold to excruciate from within. Else, additional input releases barbs in the area. There's something of the Golden Order in the sight of those fixed upon this crux. So, we didn't actually see it, but the big attack where he jumps up and slams down and then there's thorns that comes out, the thorns only come out if he misses you. If he hits you, it's a grab attack where he essentially, like, unfurls the sword inside of you, like when he was stabbed with it originally. You know what I mean?
I guess it shows to show you that, like, you have, like, that the... I guess it shows to show that all FromSoft game characters... like should high pain tolerance, or like pain a somewhat amount where they can tolerate things like this.
Yeah. And then like you also saw a little bit of it during the attacks where like he would unfurl the barbs of it.
Yeah, it was always creepy.
Yes. So there is something of the Golden Order in the sight of those fixed upon this crux. I choose to interpret that as Marika took the traditions of punishment from the Hornset Inquisition and incorporated them into the punishments of the Golden Order. Because something to keep in mind is that when you find... Well, actually, is that, like, in people in America's Golden Order, at least, like to an extent, like at least by the time of the Shattering, like criminals are crucified, which comes from Crux. And then when you find, and this part is not something I think she did intentionally, but when you find Marika in the Erd Tree, she is not only crucified, she's pierced. Yeah. She's pierced in a very similar fashion. All right, and the next one is...
It makes sense considering it's basically, in a weird way, Radagon did it to Marika, whatever, it's a whole cycle thing.
Right, but the other part of it is, I think, it's the cycle. Like, the part of it is that, like, part of this is, I think, the idea that she has taken the tools of oppression inflicted upon her and is using them in the own oppression that she's perpetuating.
I mean, hey, they invented it, why can't she use it?
No, I know, but I think part of it is the story and the theme of the DLC of,
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's like, in her mind, it's like, they already made it for her, so why make something new?
Yeah. And then there is another one, the second one, which is an incantation.
Incantation in praise of Midra, Lord of Frenzied Flame. Summons an apparition at the Lord's head to summon this few Frenzied Flame. This incantation will be used while in motion. The apparition will appear as long as the input is held. Lord of Frenzied Flame shall take their torment, despair, affliction, every sin, every curse, all melted away. Yet Midra, like others before him, was too weak to become a lord.
So, first off, I love that they just reuse the, dialogue from when, the Three Fingers embrace you. They just reuse it, there, which is awesome. I'm serious when I say that's awesome. The other thing is, there's been some discussion over this last line, yet Midra, like others before him, was too weak to become a lord. There's a few interpretations, and I don't mean to rant at you, but can I just say that briefly?
Go ahead.
So one of them is, some people think that Nanaya, and this is based upon what she looks like in the portrait, as well as the fact that she has Nanaya's torch and, cradled it, actually was a servant of the Frenzied Flame and wanted to curate Midra into a, suitable host for the Frenzied Flame, and in doing so...
the Maiden of the Fire?
Yes, like Hayeda. And the other part of it is that, if you keep in mind as well that Shabriri is a bodiless, demon figure that can hop between forms, because he's taking over Yura's body, and if you kill Bloodyfinger Yura, if you kill Shabriri in Yura's body, he's like, you idiot, I'm not gonna fucking die.
I'm a presence upon time and space.
And then there are some people that interpret the fact that Irina is the exact same as Hayeda. Irina is the blind girl you meet in Weeping Peninsula who gets killed.
I mean, yes, we've been giving her stuff to the point where she made a mistake.
Well, no, let me finish. So Irina is the maiden in the Weeping Peninsula in Limgrave at the start of the game who dies as part of her quest line. Hayeda is the lady that you feed frenzied eyeballs to, and she becomes a maiden of the Three Fingers and the Frenzied Flame.
Because it basically gives her sight.
Yes, but I want to clarify. Hayeda and Irina have the exact same model. Hayeda has a shawl, but their models are the same, their faces are the same, and...
Oh yeah, I never thought about it, you're right, yeah, they do... I think remember them, yeah, they do look really similar.
Yes, Hayeda also does not spawn into the game until Irina is dead.
Oh, interesting.
And a lot of people have taken that to interpret that it might be either Shabriri in Irina's body, making Hayeda, or another similar, presence that serves the Frenzied Flame and can jump between bodies. Because Yura's body only gets taken over by Shabriri after he dies as part of his questline, or presumably dies off-screen as part of his questline if you don't do it. Because,
honestly,
Shabriri says pretty clearly that, Yura was dead when I got his body.
Okay, so, to go with that then, what if a person that dies of Frenzied Flame can possess other bodies, but unlike Shabriri, some just don't actually remember that's what they were doing?
Possible. I mean, that's an interpretation.
Because in my mind, it's it could be literally the same thing with Hayeda, but she feels the calling of Frenzy, but she doesn't know it because it's not Shabriri, but it's a similar entity. It's a thing, it's like a frenzied spirit that basically possesses a dead body.
That's possible. And some people have taken that to mean like Nanaya is a similar situation. Some people have just straight up said, well, what if Nanaya is just Shabriri, but he's in a woman's body this time? And, that's, Shabriri getting married to service his goal of serving the Frenzied Flame and ending all life. Dedicated, my man. But even if you don't take the view that Shabriri was literally Nanaya, there is an interpretation that holds that Nanaya was a servant of the Frenzied Flame in some capacity that wanted to curate Midra into a suitable host. Another interpretation, and this is one that has like pretty much as many, and the reason why she's told him to endure is because he wasn't despairing enough to be an appropriate host for the Frenzied Flame. Because to host and become the Lord, you need to be like so totally in despair that you think there's no value left in the world at all, and it all deserves to just melt away.
I mean, the way I put it is that the only thing the Tarnished really has is their basically the force of will and how much they've basically reinforced themselves through runes.
I mean, true, but an inherent part of being and of the ideology of the Frenzied Flame is that life is a mistake, it does not have value, and it should not exist, and therefore we need to melt it away. They see it as like, we're ending pain, and we're ending despair and suffering, and
melting all values away.
I mean, that's true, but you're also killing everybody. So
I will say that the way the Frenzied Flame is angled to you as a player is it's usually aimed as a martyr kind of thing, not actually anything in the sense of actually what it does to people.
Yes, and according to Melena's dialogue, if she's talking to you when trying to tell you to stop taking the Frenzied Flame, unless, in character, you're doing it because you have Michelazine and you're like, I'm doing this so that I can save you, in character, the reason the argument she uses to try to stop you is, life has value, because she thinks you're accepting the flame because you think that there's no value to existence anymore. But the point of me saying that is that some people take the remembrance dialogue of being, Nanaya told him to endure as she wanted to make sure he was suffering to the point where he had, true despair and thought there was no value in surviving at all anymore, and then he would be a suitable host for the Frenzied Flame. Some people have taken that. Now, and another interpretation, I think this has perfectly valid interpretations, is that she actually was just urgently trying to stop him from being Lord of Frenzied Flame, and she was telling him to endure and not give in to despair, because if he did, would become Lord of Frenzied Flame.
Yeah, considering it seems, I could see the timeline of their child died because it was being born a Lord, and she was like, and I think that might have started killing her, because it looks like she died from the inside or something?
Maybe. But,
it feels like a thing of the Inquisitor, because it feels like it's a thing of Nanaya was still alive when Mitra was stabbed.
Yes, clearly.
And Nanaya, I think, died holding her basically the remains of a baby.
Possibly, yeah.
That was going to become a frenzied lord.
I mean that part's ambiguous because I'm not sure how a baby could. I'm not sure how baby could.
I mean, it could be born just as it could be born as a frenzied being, because technically, a baby could just be a vessel for the flame.
Well, except to be a vessel, you need to have despair, and a baby can't really despair.
Fair. But But what if it has no sense of will itself? Because technically, a baby at the moment of its birth doesn't really have a consciousness.
I mean, I guess, but I think we're getting a little off track. I hear what you're saying, but
yeah, it's fine. But
so the other thing I just wanted to say quickly is that I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so then the role of the Inquisition is a little bit ambiguous, because some interpretations are that the Inquisition discovered Midra was, either studying the Frenzied Flame or possibly becoming hosts of the Frenzied Flame, and they're like, oh fuck, we gotta stop this right now, in which case their behavior, while extreme, is a little bit more justified. Some people think that the Inquisition persecuted him for completely unrelated reasons. Maybe he was pursuing heretical, learning or lore or something, and the despair of being tortured and having his entire, community executed and his lands totally despoiled drove him to frenzy. That's a little ambiguous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Also, just being stabbed for
Yeah.
It's just they've been stabbed for years.
Yeah.
It's just a year. I don't know how many years, but years.
Yeah. The last thing that I wanted to talk about this is the line, yet Midra, like others before him, was too weak to become a lord. Some people have taken that to mean that the Midra, that the Lord of Frenzied Flame that we fight is not actually a true lord. I actually don't agree with that, because not only do they look exactly like the Lord of Frenzied Flame in the ending where the player unambiguously becomes, the Lord of Frenzied Flame, but they certainly wield all the powers of one. And I think
I
most
think
of
it's not a true one because it's like I don't think this one would exist beyond. How do I put this? I don't think it's really existing beyond like the walls of of the manse.
I disagree. I think that if you lose the fight against this guy, like, and you don't enter back in thanks to tarnished, resurrection powers, he leaves and ends the world. I think that in terms of stakes, this is actually the highest boss, like highest stakes boss in the game.
That's fair.
I choose to believe that A, because I think it makes for a more dramatic story, and B, like, we don't have enough information on what the capacities of a Lord of Frenzied Flame are to, know,
Fair.
beyond the fact that a Lord of Frenzied Flame can burn the world. And most of the limitations that we see in this boss fight are the fact that it's the body of an old man. But the other thing is that I choose to interpret, Midra, like others before him, was too weak to become a Lord, is not that he was too weak to become a Lord at all, but he was too weak to do the destiny of becoming a Lord because you were there to stop him. Like, if he had been allowed...
In my mind, I think his body could have been killed by other people. I feel like also be a true Lord means you also have the power to kill everyone that gets in your way when you ascend the throne.
Maybe. Or not even the throne when you burn it, but yeah. That's possible.
Like getting to the Erd tree.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. I choose the interpretation of he was too weak to become a Lord because he lost to you. But does that make sense?
Yes, I just think it also applies in other ways too.
Yes,
I think all are valid.
I think they're not too dissimilar. I think it's not too dissimilar because like he was too weak to become a Lord because he lost to you, but he might have been too weak to become a Lord because he might have lost to someone else. Now, I think we are probably the strongest character in the setting in terms of somebody who's in a position to actually stop him because, yes, Mesmer is, I don't know.
I don't think we're like, I think we're the most people with the most achievements. I don't think we're the most powerful because I think outright just how hard you hit it and how well you can take a hit.
True, but...
True power, but I feel like we have the most achievements under our belt.
True. I mean, part of it is also, we have the ability to always resurrect, and we will never stop resurrecting unless we, like, literally stop playing the game.
Which is the narrative itself, but yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I think part of the other reason why we're the strongest character in the setting is that by the time we find this guy, there's, like, very few other people who are, like, still alive who we haven't killed yet, or haven't been killed by other factors. Like, if Godfrey was still alive, if Horaloo was still alive, maybe he could beat this guy. If Placidusac was... I mean, maybe not Placidusac, because he's, like, beat the fuck up, and same with Bale, but, if Radon was in his prime, Millennia was in her prime, maybe she could beat this guy. You know what I mean? But they're not left. Like, none of them are left, and the ones that are left are weakened beyond recognition. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. I just got...
No, you're fine. I just didn't have a response.
But yeah, I think...
what grace should I end off, just so we know where we start next?
I think you should end at the, I think you should end at the storehouse first floor.
Okay.
Because that's actually very close to the path to the next area, which is called the Ancient Ruins of Rao.
I've heard people talk about Rao, so I'm curious about Rao as a thing.
What I will tell you is that Rao is like a pre-Hornsent like culture. Like this, it was the civilization that existed before even then.
There's some like Raoish ruins back in the depths, like to the depths to the fissure.
I don't know if those were Rao ruins, but
should I just try to get to like the next grace after this, or should I just like
It's not. It's there's enough enemies between here and there that I would.
All right, then I will close my game now. I think we were productive a few hours.
It was a very productive session. You should be very happy.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. You did excellently. And I'm actually going to go quickly get the Great Sword of Damnation, which is probably not going to be good for my build because I have the barest.
I don't have enough faith for it.
Yeah, I have the barest minimum faith, and it's mostly strength faith. It's which they got something else. Yeah. That's too much. I'll get Divine Beast Frost Doctor. Shadow Sunflower Blossom is unfortunately just straight up not for me. Cool. But yeah, I am, that's gonna be it. Have a good night, everybody. The one person who's in chat, thank you, Vincent, again. And Outrun and Astra from earlier. And, yeah, thank you, Exor. Have a good night.